What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Fresh Rico, Fresh TV, Fresh Boxing TV, checking in. Look, man, I know I'm a day late and the dollar short, but so what? Let's get right into this one. Let's talk about this horrible weekend Mr. Keyshawn Davis had. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start with we're gonna start right here. Kelvin, his older brother Calvin, caught his first L to Najir Albright, and I'm gonna give it to him raw like sushi. Listen, man, he got beat by a half boxer, half R&B singing. If you don't know what I'm saying, let me elaborate. I'm gonna drop the clip. Hit him with it, Rico. Bow.
I keep on falling in love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue.
But besides all that, man, I got a ton load for y'all. So let's get ready. Let's get into it. Not only did he miss weight, he didn't try to make weight. Then he assaulted a fighter in the back. So Albright beefs his brother. Then he goes in the back and just completely just acts a donkey. And I'm gonna say that for a second, because then he showed up to the fight like nothing happened. Okay, he pulled up with some popcorn, like, oh, like, enjoy the show. Like bro, no, you tell me who's gonna want to work with you. Stop. You tell me who's gonna want to work with you. And you know what I mean by that? And what I'm saying by that, y'all, is this guy, listen, he lucky Bob Arum hasn't fired him. On top of that, say he doesn't get fired by Bob Arum. And if I was Bob, I wouldn't even do him like that. This is how I do him. I would take him, because he's been headlining lately in Virginia. I'd put him on somebody undercard. That's how I would do him if I was Bob. Because he still had to pay De Los Santos his whole purse for not doing nothing. I wouldn't have fought neither. I'd have took that money and flew back to DR and, got on my ding. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, y'all. Look, so if I was Bob, I'd put him on an undercard. But, okay, so let's say Bob drops him. You think Matchroom going to want to work with him? You think Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, that's what I mean. Eddie Hearn ain't going to work with him. You think Turkey going to want to work with him in Riyadh season? And you see what happened when people, screw up with Turkey. You get fired on your day up, Theo. But hey, that's neither here nor there, y'all. What I'm really trying to get at here is it wasn't a bad weekend. It was an unprofessional weekend. As a prize fighter, you carry yourself with professionalism, excuse me, y'all. And, he didn't do that. He turned into a street fighter fighting in the back of the arena, got kicked out, left his baby there. I mean, bro, what you trying to catch assault charges? And you already assaulted the man, had a knot on his head. Check it out. When all that anger, I'm gonna drop some. I told you I'm coming with a ton load. There's some heat right here. This man, look, watch this clip right here. And then we're going to talk about it.
Devin crashed out. He swung on a kid at a carnival. Keyshawn was in a squabble and hit a girl in the back of the head and didn't make a fall. So a lot of these boxers go through things, but I just feel like the series of events that led up to Keyshawn crashing out, it might be that snack shit. He might be roid raging, losing his belt on the scale, then he throwing popcorn and hot dogs and shit all in his mouth.
There was no hot dogs, first of all.
I thought he had a hot dog in the other hand. I don't know. That man probably was high too. Like, who knows? That nigga probably smoked a blunt and came back out like, fuck it. Weed make you say fuck it sometimes. A lot of boxers crash out and go through things and they start.
Wait, who you said punched the girl and didn't drop her? You terrible.
Of Stevenson punched a Mexican girl in the back of the head. She turned around and thought it was a fly or something that just flew on the back of the head. Devin punched that kid at the carnival, missed the jab at the carnival, and he did something that was crazy too.
So you see what I'm saying? Maybe it's that snack, you know what I mean? See Devin Haney out there wilding. You know what I mean? Keyshawn Davis out there wilding. Shakur out there wilding. It's the snack gang, you know what I mean? It's called the snack gang, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it got something to do with that video I just dropped, you know what I mean? They run around, but and it's like this, dude. When you work so hard, and then superstars, because he's a great fighter, but he's not a superstar. But if you watch that interview he just was on, Cigar Talk, I believe. Shout out to them and all that, what they're doing. But if you watch that interview, he said he got 8 4-minute rounds in with Bud. So, you know, he was in tip-top shape. You know, he had a great training camp, and you still got to pay everybody. And I'm pretty sure he had something big for Virginia, Norfolk, you know, Virginia stand up. I'm pretty sure he had something big planned. So all that money is going out. All money out, no money in. Like Nip say, all money in. You know what I mean? So just a waste of everybody's time. Bomac, Bud, all his other sparring partners, and the city of Virginia. People that bought tickets, people that got hotel rooms, people that rented cars. You know what I mean? Or just to come and you not even be able to fight. And like I said, how can you be mad at De Los Santos? He still had to get paid his whole purse. I wouldn't have fought neither. I'd have took that money and flew back to DR. You know what I mean? And called it a day. But, you know, it's just ridiculous. And then they sore losers. Your brother loses, so then you try to fight the dude. He can't even enjoy his victory. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just says a lot about his character. And like I say, I don't know who's gonna want to work with him, and I don't know where he's gonna go from here. And you know, I just wanted to touch on that. And you know, it's pathetic for the sport of boxing. That's all I gotta say. And like I say, it's just what it is. It's boxing, and I'm gonna finish up with this. Listen, I was going through the comments of the fight. You know what I mean? The fight highlights, and somebody wrote on there. I'm gonna drop it right here. They shocked his brother. They shocked him so bad, the family tree felt it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. I mean, I'm just disgusted with Keyshawn and his antics. I mean, come back better next time. You better hope you ain't on somebody undercard. I like to keep it short and sweet. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Fresh Rico, Fresh TV, Fresh Boxing TV. We out.